Hey there, friends. Welcome to the very first behind the scenes video here for What Good is History. This is just a secondary part to the series where I talk a little bit about myself, my methods, who I am, what I'm doing here. This first one, we're going to talk about my reasoning behind this, my philosophy, what am I doing here, kind of thing. It starts as a project here at Seminary, United Lutheran Seminary, where I'm a student. This is Josh Pontius, by the way, if you haven't watched my other videos in the Bible study series or the other behind the scenes. And it started as a project for my Christian history class prior to 1500, just before the Reformation. And I approached it from a perspective of, on the one hand, I want to do a project and do it well and succeed in that. But more than that, I really like the use of technology in ways that I think the church doesn't always use well. We do a better job today than we have at making things relevant in our content, but not necessarily our media. And so using video and graphics and customized music, really elevating and doing things that were never possible in the realm of Bible study and history and small group work. Having these platforms available to us where we can create with relative ease, depending on your skill set and who you have on your team and what you have inside yourself. I just really like the idea that we can approach, questions of history and theology and, who we are, what we believe, why, and really just making that accessible to a generation that gets their content on their cell phones or maybe on an iPad or a tablet, and even very rarely, shocker, on an actual computer. The 21st century is rapidly changing, and I know 10 years from now, I'll look back at this and go, how naive was I? What a small niche product that nobody touches anymore. But in my studies of the church and its methods and its, capacities and its institutions, there's always been innovation, there's always been change, and we need to be at the forefront of that rather than lagging behind. And so that's kind of where this all took hold in my brain. I have a fairly creative mindset and background, musician, art, web content, but I really didn't think about really creative ways on how to use that for the good of the gospel until presented with this project. And so my hope is that beyond getting the grade, hopefully a good one, Dr. Paul, if you're watching this, appreciate it. I really want this kind of a thing to be a resource, both in its content, like I think this particular Bible study is a good one, otherwise I wouldn't have created it. But secondly, to help generate interest in using technology and media and different ways of connecting to people, so that future leaders and current leaders of the church can reach those people. I also hope that people will be inspired to try something similar, and more than that, improve on it. I really just hope and pray that the work I'm doing here is beneficial for the whole body. And I really, really hope somebody comes along and does it way better than me. Because working together and building on past experiences is critical when you're talking about discipleship and evangelism and outreach, reaching new lives, people that have never heard the good news. So that's me. That's my philosophy. That's why I'm here. Good grades are a part of that, but more than that, it's really, really a passion of mine to take things in a new direction, in a new way, while still spreading timeless messages of the gospel. So thanks for checking in on this very first behind-the-scenes video. I hope you're all well, and I hope you enjoy the Bible study. Thanks.